Right, how you doing? Elsie's not here today. Now I just want to show you the brolly that me and Elsie have been using. I think it's a 50-inch brolly. It's got these life-saving attachments at the back. You've seen us in our previous video where we've been blown with high gales and blustery weather, and the brolly's just about stood up. And on the one where we went to Portland, these struts actually bent, and we just about survived out of all the sandbagging, the gravel that we put in the bags to weigh it down. Just about survived that one. So I've doubled the ribs on here. I just found some old bits of metal that are similar to the metal that's here. Just want to take a note of that. It snapped actually. This middle one snapped here, and what I did is I just drilled a hole further up and I attached it back on. So just take a look at that. Look how thick it is, the thickness of it. Right, I can measure that, and because I've got a new product, and we can measure it against the new product that I got second hand of a friend of mine. Using a pair of calipers, roughly, see if I get that in camera, that is 3.5 mil, something like that. Yeah, 3.3, something like that, 3.3 mil. Alright, so this existing one comes with 2 poles like that, and that kept us alive as well. Here, and it. Right, the working height, roughly, of a brolly like this, when set up, is in centimeters 127, and width wise, good enough for me and Elsie together. We've got roughly, just a rough guess, it's about 150 centimeters, so about 150 centimeters wide, 120, what did I say? 124. Yep, 124. Right, so we'll compare it with the new second-hand one I bought. And that's a bit bigger, but a lot stronger. I'm going to set that aside, give myself a bit of room. Here it is. This is a Kevin Nash one. This is KNX, I guess that's Kevin Nash, and I'm not sure what the X stands for. Because it's second hand, I don't exactly know the name of it. I think it is called scope, like special scope. I can put the exact description. There's an overlay in just a second. Now obviously it's a bit taller. I am 5 foot, nearly 5'8", and the thing is about 6 foot in height already. So it's 6 foot in height already, so you need storage space. It won't fit in a normal rod bag, I don't think. It's got really long, I guess it's the side sticks or the front sticks that's really long, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. So bear in mind, when I'm unboxing this or taking it out of the bag, you're on a beach, right? We know what that's like. So make sure the wind is blowing that way when you're setting up. These are extra poles that whoever bought this probably and sold it to me, Martin, my mate, bought, and they can go quite long. I haven't measured these, but probably the standard poles, probably 2 meters you can go to. So they didn't come with the brolly. 2 storm sides, 2 storm poles did come with the brolly. They're like camouflage. Just grey. They extend to about 1.5 meters, 1.2 meters, something like that. So these come with the package, and the package is, I think the equivalent of what I found is £270 at Angling Direct. You've got your box standard pegs. Comes in a nice secure bag, this Kevin Nash Brolly. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8. 8 for 8 ribs. They've not got the pin in the middle to bash on though, so they might break if you bash on them hard. Nice and secure bag, but we won't use them on the beach. No point in doing anything. So, now imagine, I'm just going to move this back a bit more. Imagine wind's coming this way and it's blasting us. My recommendation for setting this up is obviously face the brolly. Wind's going this way, face it. So we're not going to have to get it caught. And if I think, you know what the weather's like on the beach, when it catches you, you're going skydiving, aren't you, really? Or parachuting. Right. So it's got your normal kind of, what we find them, clips. There's some really good advantages of using this one. So I'm not used to this one yet, so I should find one. I'll show you. It's got them things there, look. No, them things. So for the rear of the brolly, what I've been doing is using 5mm carabiners and then tying some plastic bags on it, really, blue plastic bags full of shingle. So I would fill up, if I can find them, all these areas full of shingle. There should be one, if not I'd be slightly disappointed, and hooked at the back. There's some really good things about this brolly I should show you. Oh, I've got it upside down, it's good at me. They're all here. They've got all these nicely nyloned up, nice and secure. So I've got the brolly upside down. See these bits here? Guess what they are in this carp fishing brolly? You guessed it, from the ground sheet, what that is. How wide is that? Let me have a look. Tape measure. They are, for the ground sheet kind of skirt, let's say, they are nearly 18 centimetres. They're pretty handy. We know what they're for. So they're shingle, just stack on top. So I've got this thing upside down, easily confused. So perhaps it might not even be a bad idea having it upside down. Bag it up with carabiners, 5mm carabiners, with a bag of shingle. So then we turn it upside down, right? So far so good, we haven't been blown away yet. We've done that. So the back of it's all shingled up and secure and heavy. So obviously might need LC. Now the way my mate showed me, he kind of, or the way the video, official video is, let me make sure I get this. He stood it upside down. But if you do that on the beach, that's it, that's history. You're going to go flying. The thing's going to go flying. You'll be in the middle of, Seaford Sea before you know it. So I would say way down. Now it's got like a cap on the other end, so you'll need to take the cap off. And also I'm see no other brolly behind me, using that. It hasn't got middle bank stick, middle brolly stick comes down, so I'm going to use that one. That one extends to 1.8 metres and the diameter of that is 22mm, and the thread on that is a male 14mm thread with a times 1.5 millimetre thread for each little groove. So 40mm wide at the top, and then for each thread it's 1.5mm, and the whole thing is thickness is 22mm, and the thing extends to 1.8. It manages to get it just fit. So when you get inside there, right in there, there's a cap. I'm going to dive in, just like I'm on the beach. Let's see how she'll be helpful me. If I'm showing anything like the workman's bottom, excuse me. That's what I'm keeping. Keep that in my pocket. So, I'm going to walk it backwards. Here it is, I'm stood up, the wind is blowing, blowing like mad. It's helping me, so I've just got it, I haven't been blown away. It's quite stiff. Yeah, it's really quite stiff. So the wind blowing might be very, very difficult. Right, so in that case then, that I'd probably need to insert this first. First time I've done it, just ironing that up. I'm not so good for them, of course. Just doing what way. That's why the other one's set up actually. So it makes sense I have this in there. So this just fits when you press on a button. And it kind of just grips through them. There's no way I could have gripped that. Make sure it goes on properly. Not cross-threading it. So I would go to a beach like this. Probably not really use the cap very much. So I would go this way again. In. Confidence fits. Much better grip now. Really quite stiff. Really stiff. That's stiff. I might open it up and stretch it out. I've got strength to do this. Now, if you didn't use the central pole, that cap is quite handy because hope everything's in view. That cap is quite handy with that central pole. With that, I noticed that was like trigger, hair trigger. With that on it just cannot come undone. So I'm arguing whether or not the pole is useful. Because I can get up there, I can push, just about push it up. Against the wind, high wind, I know, probably no chance. Without the wind, I managed it. With that, I'll test that. It was quite a hair trigger. Obviously we dig that in, dig into the shingle, that gives us extra strength. Now this, width-wise, hopefully, really much bigger. The other one was 1.8, wasn't it? 1.8. Width of this is really much wider. It's just very rough guys. We'll go with 1 minute. I'll give you all the specs in the description. 1, 2, 2.5 meters. So much wider. Much wider height. That's the height of the front. 120. 120. Right. So, storm cold. Go inside. And loosely put them on. Really loosely put on, and they obviously stick in the ground. However, on the beach, I'll probably weigh that down at the top with a bag. Yep, I would weigh that down. And I wonder if it fits into there. Probably does. Probably does not. It's on the inside. So that's on the inside. Remember, it's the first time I've had a look at this properly. So that probably is on the inside. These are just shingle bags. And not forgetting these inner skirts. The 18 centimetres inner skirt will be inundating with shingle. That's great. These are fox poles. Friend, only the best for him. And there's two more. This is the optional extra that he got.
Let me finish my food.
Fox poles.
Yeah, remove my car over here.
So like that. So for privacy, one of the things else you need is privacy as well. We'll just have a cloth maybe hanging halfway across, that should fit. And that's it. We've got a thing for the rod, carp fishing kind of style. And I haven't put the other pole in, but you get the idea. These can be weighed down, well these won't be, but and there's two angles that this can be at, but we'll just bring it straight up as high as possible for sea fishing, and that's it. So, oh, I forgot, very important. Now the ribs, reason why it's so hard to open it up, the ribs are not your normal everyday ribs. Look at these ribs. These are glass fibre ribs, and the millimetre on there. The other one was, can't remember, was it 3.3? This one is 8.5 mil. 3.3 compared to 8.5, and look at that point. Look at how thick the metal is on there. Every joint has got really thick metal. And apparently someone just observed this in a storm. It was absolutely sturdy, even without, mate didn't have one of these, even without that it was absolutely sturdy. I can imagine sitting here, me and Elsie sitting here, these could be tied down, shingled round, absolutely shingled round, tied down at the front, the wind's coming this way, big long soft, I could do exactly like this, on the top there, a piece of soft string, and others coming off it, with an 8mm carabiner, so an 8mm there, because if you look on these, we've got the 5mm at the bottom, and we've got that, again it looks like 18mm thing for the shingle here, but it doesn't go all the way around on an old Brolly, so you can see it there. Let me measure it actually. Can't do this one-handed, let me, I'll try. Yep, same again, 18mm. It's got a nice sturdy plastic thing there. Yep, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. This is our storm. This is our fishing in a normal kind of high wind, high seas, high waves, and not getting blown apart. The only thing is, it is quite difficult to put up. So, and I did say I'm going to test if that's a hair trigger. Not sure. That's a great idea. Will it hold just on the latch? Will I need extra? No, it's up to you. I'll probably end up taping it here to make sure it doesn't come undone. Is it hair trigger? No, it's not really hair trigger. Once it's on. So, anyway, that's the video. So you think? I think it's 279. I think Mangling Direct, something very similar to this. I think it's called Kevin Nash Special Scope or Black Scope. something like black ops. Can't remember, but I'll find it. And I'll put a link in the description. I had a proper look for it. I'll see if I can find anything like a pole like this on eBay. I'll put that in the description as well. But anyway, this is what Elsie wanted. She wanted to take much stronger with some privacy, so you know we don't get blown away by the southwesterlies.